How's it? How's it? Sandile here. Girl is on top of the hill, and Karin's on top of the hill. Um, Today I'm gonna talk about a conversation that is a little bit controversial, if I may put it so. I did some research. I read some articles online, and there are two differing views. One that is alarmingly cautious or cautioning, and one that is like, worry not, sit back, relax, do your thing, you'll be fine. Okay, surely you must be wondering what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using old tires as your garden raised beds. Yes, that's what I started doing. And then as I was busy doing this, I started thinking, oh damn, how do I know these tires are not going to be poisonous to the soil or to the food that I'll be growing and all that stuff? I started getting worried, thinking, and I thought, okay, you know what? Let me do some research. And of course, I went online, I read maybe about 5-6 articles, differing views. One was like, don't do, no do at all. Other one was like, if the tires are not breaking down and all that, they are still intact, that should be fine because they're not releasing any toxicity and all that. One was like, it takes like a decade or something like that before a tire can release all the elements that are compounded within it. It was a lot of this and that and this and that. But the main thing that I think everyone was concerned about was zinc. Zinc, yes, the compound called zinc or the chemical called zinc. Apparently tires have a lot of that. And as they age or as they break down, they start releasing a lot of it. And apparently it is not good for us human beings. I don't know, I'm no scientist, am I a doctor? But I can only read, and from reading, then I get to know, and then I get to make a decision. And then I read an article that said, well, zinc is already being used for stuff that we consumed, albeit at a very minimal level or whatsoever. And then there was another one that said zinc is also used to balance pH on the soil, and what was it? But basically zinc is being applied also in farming and in gardens, depending on the soil, the type of soil that you have. If it has too much of something, that something needs zinc to balance it, and then zinc is applied. So yeah, I was like mind blown, because really I found myself between a hard place and a rock, because I had already prepared this. This is what I had already prepared. As you can see, I had put on the compost stuff, put it down, lay it on top of that sail or plastic bag, so that I can suppress the grass. This is a temporary thing that I wanted to test out and see if it will work, hence the plastic bag. Hence I didn't dig here or do anything like that. And then once I got reading, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna have to undo all this and stuff like that, until I bumped into an article of some doctor, well, what I never really got to understand was, is he a doctor as in like PhD doctor, or is he a doctor as in like medical doctor? But either way, he's a doctor, and apparently he's been doing this for years, growing his food on recycled tires. And he said that it takes at least about 30 years for a tire to start breaking down and releasing all those toxicity components or chemicals within itself, to a level that it can be dangerous for human consumption. But otherwise, as long as the tire is still good like these ones, not fluffy or powdery, not anything, it should be fine. So yeah. And another interesting thing, article that I read wasn't just about tires, which got me really concerned. It was about these things. Yeah, these plastic containers here. You know, your yogurt container, your cream, your butter container. Apparently, the moment we finish what is in them and we start using them like this, they also start releasing chemicals. You know, that had my head spinning. That just got my head spinning because I was like, what? I mean, I've been doing this like forever. Forever. I've grown fruit trees, stuff like that, like this. And it was a shocker to my system to hear that. And more so, they say you can't also do fruit trees with tires, which got me thinking that I have this peach tree here, which is being munched away by that caterpillar there that I have to remove slowly but surely. And you know, and these pepper plants, and I was like, well, I don't mind the pepper plants. The pepper plants won't last that long. You know, they'll produce and stuff like that, and eventually they'll die. But this guy will take some good 9 to 10 years to grow and start producing. And I was like, then what do I do with this guy as soon as this guy start breaking down? Because then I'm poisoning my peaches. You know, but yeah. This is, I'm finding myself having to contend with getting my head going crazy, and I'm like, what have I done? Have I done something wrong? Is it okay? Will we be fine? I don't know. If any of you out there have a credible study that has been done of food grown in tires or sold that from tires like this and got tested at a laboratory and came back with positive chemical compounds that proves that it is dangerous, I would love to have a read on that study. Please direct me to it. If you know of one or if you have one, please, I would love to have a read. If not, well, I guess I'll keep checking on the internet and see if I can find one. Yeah. Yes, Baba. My boys, they are busy calling at me, wanting my attention. Yes, Baba, what's going on?
The strawberries are behind you.
Oh, yes, the strawberries are behind me, my boys. Yes. Yeah, so, you know, look at this. Look at this. And we've been eating these. We've been eating these. See, I'm growing them on these. On these, and apparently these are not so good, you know. Yeah, which got me also wondering, what about these that we buy, you know, the pot plants that we buy from nurseries and all that? I don't know, but I don't know how to express these guys. I found myself going on a very crazy in my mind, thinking, oh no, how can I not use pesticides, insecticides, all those things, trying to grow organic food for my family so that we eat good food, yet I'm using implements that are actually poisoning us. Whew. Yeah, that, yeah. Anyway, again, I plead to all of you, if you do have a study that you know that can shed some light in me, please direct me to it. Otherwise, Sandile here, the guy lives on top of the hill and gardens on top of the hill. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, like, comment. You know the drill. We're sitting at I think 351 if I'm not mistaken. It's a good push. I'm sure we can push beyond that. Please share the video with your families and friends. Spread the word. I am out. And Mdeni?
Out.
And Ngoba? Yeah, we are out.